Welcome to episode 77, Shahid Khan, 10 Lessons. This is an outline of episode 77. Lesson number 1, America is the land of opportunity. Shahid Khan would not have made it this big in Pakistan. My apology here, I'm just speaking the truth. Pakistan is one of the poorest countries in the world with a per capita income of $1,500, ranked 143 in the world. Pakistan also has a huge population. Lesson number 2, your destiny is in your hand.
You realized by getting a job washing dishes, you could earn your money back. And that sort of set the process rolling for you. I could do very well in this country, did it not?
Absolutely, and I think it's much more than that because it gives you a sense of empowerment, that you can control your own destiny, and that's something that's so unique about this country. If you're gonna work, you can be anything you want to be. So that was absolutely a breakthrough moment for me and really gave me a huge amount of security and confidence. I'm going to do great here.
Lesson number 3, work hard to get rich. Do not waste a single day. He spent his first night in US in the YMCA that costed him $2. The second day, he immediately got a job as a dishwasher for $1.20 an hour, and he thought he was in heaven.
He headed out the next morning to find a job.
Got up and walked up on Wright Street, and they were hiring dishwashers. $1.20 was wow. I think I'm going to make it.
Lesson number 4, be an inventor. He invented the one-piece car bumper.
And this was aftermarket, and we were going through the energy crisis. There was first wave in '73 and then in '78. And really my interest was like lighter weight parts. Weight translates into fuel efficiency. And so I had some really ideas on reducing weight and some revolutionary parts, which really there wasn't a need in the aftermarket. So I left and with SBA loan, started basically a guy in a garage. Doing a lighter weight part, and then had customers, all Japanese for a long time, who were bringing in smaller trucks from Japan and could see, really could benefit from stronger light parts. In those days, you fabricated a part from half a dozen different pieces of steel. You weld them, ground them, and this was out of one continuous piece of metal. So the shapes were better, more aerodynamic, but more importantly, didn't have the labor. And then our business evolved where at one time we were doing bumpers for every Japanese truck that came in, Mazda, Mitsubishi.
Lesson number 5, mingle with white Americans. He was invited to join the all-white fraternity Beta Theta Pi.
He was invited to join the highly selective and all-white Beta Theta Pi fraternity,
where he met his future wife and built his family in America. Lesson number 6, evolve or die.
For us, really, it was focus. We had one product line in those days, which was just bumpers, and we wanted to be the best at it. There was really, I used to keep a list of like 18 competitors in my briefcase all the time. See, you get up in the morning, you see what each one of them might be doing that day. And it's interesting, every one of them got out of business. Either it was sold or consolidated or bankrupt or whatever. So, and then, we thought we were doing real well because you could pick up that business. But then, this is about evolution, about automotive revolution. So our product line, which was steel, changed to plastic. And really, there is nothing in common other than there might be bumper systems. So we had to really evolve very quickly or we weren't going to have any business.
Lesson number 7, learn the latest manufacturing technique. The Toyota lean manufacturing, also known as just-in-time. In the 1990s, with the help of Toyota, he introduced lean and just-in-time to his company.
This would be like early 90s. Toyota was really our key customer in those days, and they were looking as to what it takes, what made them successful in Japan, what would make them successful overseas. And we became the first company outside Japan that got help from them on lean thinking and lean manufacturing. So that was really a foundation, a core principle, the core competency that we acquired.
Bring the stuff in only as it's needed.
Yeah.
And there's not this big backlog of stock parts laying around.
Yeah.
And that's what they call lean manufacturing?
Yeah, lean manufacturing, just in time. Basically, the whole thinking is, it's pull the customer demand, pulls the product versus manufacturing efficiencies that might push the product. Yeah, so.
How did your company evolve along with that principle?
Well, it's obviously it's the right principle. You have to evolve if you're going to be competitive cost-wise, quality-wise. You have to adopt those latest technologies, latest thinking, or you're going to be obsolete. So.
Lesson number 8, you have to innovate every day because quality of automobile keeps going up.
But your car bumpers are now on like 2/3 of all cars in America, right?
Yeah.
So what's so special? What's so special about your bumpers?
Where can we get one?
It is the best quality bumper out there, okay? So, no, it's, I think our customers really, the quality levels of all vehicles go up. You have to innovate every day. It's a very, very dynamic, competitive business.
Lesson number 9, you can make a lot of money in sports. He paid $770 million for the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2011. By 2016, his NFL team, Jacksonville Jaguar, is valued at $1.95 billion. This is close to triple its value in 5 years.
Developed a passion, a love for the sport. Obviously, I'm not gifted enough to play the sport, so the closest involvement you could have would be, as an owner for me. So.
Lesson number 10, it takes a long time to succeed. Do your homework. First, he worked 8 years for Flex & Gate before he started his own company, Bumper Work.
When did you first start working at Flex & Gate?
I started in August of 70, yeah, and right here. And just started here in August and did a lot of stuff working on the shop floor and engineering, design.
You started your own company, Bumper Works. Tell me about how that took shape.
Well, I had worked here for about 8 years.
Second, he spent many years cold calling NFL owners, did all the research before he succeeded buying his NFL team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, in 2011.
For years before it happened, I did a lot of cold calling on owners, on the league, trying to learn the business, and then the opportunity.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your comments and questions below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.